welcome or welcome back, take your pick. Today I'm going to be doing the Goodreads Book Tag, and no one tagged me, so, you know, I don't have a video of who tagged me, and I can't seem to find an original. So, if anyone wants to claim it, please claim it. So I can be like, yo, this is the creator. So, yeah, do that. Okay, so, the first one is, what was the last book you marked as read? Now, do we want to go like, actually I'll pull it up. Because I was going to be like, you know, the last book I actually marked as read is Angel Catbird Volume 1 by Margaret Atwood. Except the actual last book I read was Sing No Evil. Like, this was the actual last book I read. Like, I finished it this morning. So. But the last book I marked was Angel Catbird. Let's see. After I read Angel Catbird, before I read Sing No Evil, I also read Paper Girls. I also read Inde. I also read Peter Panzer Faust. I also read Fraggle Rock. So basically I need to do an update. Yeah, okay, so, number 2, what are you currently reading? Again, according to Goodreads, or what am I actually currently reading? Okay, so, according to Goodreads, I'm actually reading, wait, it's loading. Okay. According to Goodreads, I'm actually reading Girl in the Arena by Lise, Haines, like L-I-S-E, like it's Lisa, but not Lisa Haines. East of West Volume 4, Who Wants War by Jonathan Hickman, and The Walking Dead, Compendium, it's the really big fat-ass book you're gonna see it anyways, 2 by Robert Kirkman. Though, actually, I kinda stopped reading Girl in the Arena, because it's really kind of weird. Like, it's not weird, it's just written really weird, and it's hard to get over how it was written. And Volume 4, I've read all the way to Volume 6, I'm waiting on Volume 7, so, of East to West, yeah, so, like, yeah. The only one that, actually I'm currently reading that's on that list is The Walking Dead. So what am I currently reading in real life? Well, I'm currently reading Flight, Volume 1, which is an anthology of different stories, which I think is cool. And, of course, The Walking Dead. The really big fat-ass book, number 2. You know, the fluffy book. Like me. Fluffy, it has dead on the inside. And when I don't feel like reading a comic book, which is very rare, but yes, I do have moments where I don't want to read comics, I am reading... Oh my god, I was so happy when I found this. Okay, so it's As You Wish, Inconceivable Tales from the Making of the Princess Bride by Carey, who plays Wesley. So, when I feel like, yeah, I don't feel like reading a little comic books, I want to read a little prose, I'll read a chapter out of this, which is basically a little story about shit that happens, and it's really cute, and I'm getting so nerdy over it because it's The Princess Bride. That is my all-time childhood favorite movie. Okay, so, number 3, what was the last book you marked as TBR? Again, according to Goodreads or according to Amazon, because when for example, I just read Paper Girls last night, I read Volume 1. So, I went on to Amazon, and I added Volumes 2 and 3 into my cart, and then I clicked the, like, Save for Later button. Like, it's not actually a wish list. I just put it in my cart, and then I click Save for Later, and then when I'm going to go, like, you know what, I need to buy a new book, I'll scroll through my Save to Later, and then I'll just move it to cart. So, according to that, probably Paper Girls. According to Goodreads, the last book that I added to my TBR was How to Be a Boss. I'm assuming that's how you say it. How to Be a Boss, A Guide to Conquering Life by Lilly Singh, the YouTuber. Yeah. The one I added before that was the Gettysburg Address, a graphic adaptation. Yeah, that's so weird. I'm so weird. Okay. That I want to read the Gettysburg Address in comic book form. Yeah, that's how much I like comic books more than book books. Okay, so let's see. Number 4, which book do you plan on reading next? I don't plan to read books. I just go to my bookshelf, go, oh, I haven't read that yet. I'll read that today. That's basically what happens. So I can't really give you an answer. I can give you eventuals, like I'll eventually read this book, but I don't plan for it. Okay, so 5, do you use their rating system? Oh, hell no. No. I use percentages and grades. So everyone in the United States knows like the grading system, you know, the A, B, C, D, E, or the A, B, C, D, F. Why do we like skip E? Does anyone ever ask that question? A, B, C, D, F? Like, no one asked that. Yeah, so I like to do percentages, especially because when you give stars, like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, I don't feel like something is worth necessarily like 4 stars. I'll be like, it's worth like 3.72 stars. See, I get really oddly specific. So I give percentages and then I give the A, like the, not the A. I've rarely ever given a 90%. So I do percentages and then I give the letter grade equivalent to it. So you can see like percentage and then the letter grade. Yeah. Okay. 6. What are you doing a 2014 reading challenge? No, I don't think I was even on there in 2014, but I am doing a 2017 reading challenge. Yes, I made my challenge 50 books, which is kind of bullshit for me. Like, I've read 50 books in a matter of like 2 months before, but being the fact that I had recently got less into reading and then got more into like watching TV shows, which I still watch way too many TV shows. Sorry. Cat. So I gave myself the challenge of 50 books, which I'm already at 30 books, and it's not even halfway through the year already, so yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Okay, do you have a wish list? I have many wish lists. So, I have the Goodreads TBR. I have the Amazon, you know, I add it to my cart and then I click save for later so I don't buy it accidentally. And then I just go through my save to laters. And then I actually do have a book wish list on Amazon as well. And then, if I can find it, I also created a book wish list in my bullet journal as well, which is what I'm reading from. So, you know, I have many. I have not yet consolidated them. Mostly because that's a lot of work. And I'd just rather not. But if I have it written down or saved somewhere, to me, that's my wish list. Okay, so number 8. What book do you plan on buying next? What book do I plan on buying next? Again, I don't know. Like, when I get my paycheck and I go, you know, I really want to buy some new books, I either go to Amazon and I go through my save till later area, you know? Or I just go to the comic book store. There isn't a comic book store. I just go to the used bookstore locally and just raid their comic book section. Or their book section. But usually their I go to their comic books first, because, yeah. So I don't plan to buy books. Yeah, because it says what book do you plan to buy next. I do know I'm going to get East to West Volume 7. And I do know I'm going to get The Wicked and the Divine Volume 5. Because I'm just too far into those to really quit now. And also, I know I'm going to get, eventually, The Runaways, The Complete Collection Volume 3. because I have volumes 1 and volumes 2, and I really need to. It's about time I get volume 3, you know? Okay. So, number 9. What book do you have any favorite quotes? I hope that was my mistake, saying what book. Okay, do you have any favorite quotes? Share. Stay gold, pony boy. Outsiders, S.E. Hinton. I don't know what year it was published, but that's about it. I would say any quote from Harry Potter, you know, but that's because I'm a nerd. As you wish. But yeah, I wrote down Stay Gold, Pony Boy, you know, because that was what I was thinking about. Okay, do you have, who are your favorite authors? That's assuming we have favorite authors, but, you know, we pretty much do. So, I wrote down Brian K. Vaughan. Obviously, he wrote The Runaways, he wrote Saga, he wrote, God. Yeah. He wrote Runaways, he wrote Saga, he wrote Why the Last Man. I know I have a couple more books. Paper Girls. Yeah, he worked on Paper Girls. He wrote Paper Girls. So, I mean, I'm at the point where I'm like, dude, that man can't go wrong. He's like Jack White of comic books. The man can't go wrong. J.K. Rowling, obviously. Love Harry Potter and the Wizarding World so much. How can you talk about your favorite authors without mentioning her? Then I wrote S.E. Hinton because of Hawks Harbor and The Outsiders. And then I wrote Doug Tinnapel. Yeah, don't really know how that's going, saying that name. Probably still wrong. I wrote that down because I recently, I read Iron West and I read Ghostopolis, and I'm like, I love both of those books. So, he's definitely be coming onto this list. Okay, have you joined any groups? No, I haven't. No. Are there any questions you would like to add? No. Oh, who created this tag? Because I can't seem to find out who did it. That would be my question. Thank God you don't have a question where you have to tag people. Because I tag no one, and then I tag everyone, so it all works out. So yeah. I guess that's it. This is the part where everyone's like, hey, go follow me on social media. Except I don't really do much social media. I only have an Instagram account, and I think you should go follow me on Instagram so you can see all the adorable pictures of my kitty cat, the Maplekins, who is literally so adorable laying on the floor right now. No joke. Picture. I'm taking a picture of that cat. Just so you can see. Yes, I have many more pictures like that one. Okay. Hasta la vista. That means goodbye, right? I'm gonna assume it means goodbye. If not, auf Wiedersehen.